gentlemen, it's time for the main event of the evening. Fighting out of the red corner, representing New South Wales, David Pennimpede.
And here he comes by way of New South Wales. Write this name down, folks. David Pennimpede. He's got the biggest quads in the division. A high work rate. He just got better and better with each round against Loretta Gilbert. But now he faces the biggest test of his career. It's not about the cash, it's about Kim Olsen.
This gentleman was sitting right in front of us right now, 18 years of age.
Representing Victoria, he's cool as Kim Olsen.
He's got a baby face, this Pennimpede. By way of WA and now the Supafight gym in Melbourne, here comes cool as Kim Olsen, four-time Australian champ, being held into the ring by the Mango, Richard Fanous. Looks a kilo or two above fighting weight at the moment, does Richard?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live at Nexus, and this is the main event of the evening. This fight brought to you by Easy Abs and JPS Coding. 5x3 rounds, full tie rules in the light heavyweight division. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Nexus 4-Man eliminator final. These two men will be fighting for the Nexus light heavyweight title and $5,000. Melbourne, are you ready? Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, trained by Danny Jones and of Khrop Khrua. Wearing black tie shorts with green, official weight 78.6 kilograms, 17 fights, representing New South Wales, ladies and gentlemen, David Pennimpede. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, trained by John Miller, out of the Supafight gym, wearing the black Red Bull shorts, an official weight 78.9 kilograms, 64 fights, representing St Kilda tonight. This man's calling Traralgon home. Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause. Cool as Kim Olsen.
Smirk, you name it, he's beaten. So experience is definitely not a problem.
Look, experience, if you're working on experience, I mean, Olsen would win this. But hey, you know what? I'm not writing David off. David's going to go out with everything.
It's just perfect, isn't it? The stage is set, really. Out of our field, we took the least experience and the most experience, and they made the final. Kim Olsen, so much experience. He's won all around Australia, all around the world, and Pennimpede is a name we haven't said before tonight, but we'll be saying for years to come, Sam Greco. It's worked out perfectly, this Nexus Light Heavyweight Championship. The least experienced, the youngster, the 18-year-old baby face against the 30-something, been there, done that, 60-fight veteran. It's pretty cool, isn't it?
It is very, very cool. Great counter there by Pennimpede there with a high to low kick. There it goes again. He knows he's going to counter fight him if he's going to win this fight. Won't be anywhere near it.
Kim Olsen in the tie of penny Red Bull shorts, Pennimpede green and black. Very colour-coded at this Pennimpede, very fashionable. I know my girlfriend would be going for him because he's got his colour coding. Moves forward, gets stuck in the grapple with Olsen, which is where you really don't want to be. Already the bigger, stronger, older body looking to dominate.
Yeah, Olsen's looking to dominate, but you know what? All credit to Pennimpede. He's holding that clinch really, really tight. He's dropping his head next to his chin, not able to get through.
Spent most of last year training in Thailand, and if you get it right in the international camps, things like grapple, that inside work is what they really work, isn't it?
Oh, they dominate from the inside rather than the outside. It's a known fact.
Still yet to chop the legs, either man, both trying to kick high.
Very relaxed by both boys. Very, very relaxed.
What's a filling out process? I don't think they would have fought each other before. There are plenty of footage on Kim Olsen on the internet. Not much on David Pennimpede, and coming into tonight, they probably wouldn't have thought this far down the line.
Oh no, probably no one would have predicted David Pennimpede in the final. But hey, he's here now.
Finished his combination with a beautiful outside thigh kick there. Pennimpede, you really heard it snap, and you can see some marking up on the face of Olsen. I have a feeling that's from the fight with Trainer only half an hour ago.
Olsen's going to try and use his range with those long arms.
He closes the distance. Pennimpede knees nicely. Olsen looking to find his range, and Chris Anderson says if you're not going to work, I'll move you back to the middle. You were talking earlier, Sam, about how the break between fights can be difficult for corking and that sort of stuff. It's very cold in here, and there's been a good hour between Kim Olsen's fight for sure.
Well, I can tell you, I walked in the change room during or after Penimpede's fight, and he was laying down with blankets and ice all over him, so covered up from head to toe.
That's the way you have to do it. Fighting twice in one night for the $5 grand and the Nexus light heavyweight title, as Olsen really starts to work knees into that outside thigh. Don Miller calling for Olsen to let go of the hands. He does that. Penimpede's movement, defensively at least, has been very good.
Yeah, I don't mind Penimpede's head movement also, evading those punches. Nice jab with a low, following through with the right low kick. Olsen doesn't check as much as I thought he would. He likes to wear a few.
Yeah, and he wants you to come into his distance.
Round number 2.
Here we go, round 2 of our semi-main event. Brought to you by Easy As and JPS Coatings. It's the final of our light heavyweight championship here at Nexus. The Eliminator, Pennimpede in their green and black, and the veteran Kim Olsen pushing forward.
Yeah, nice combinations by Olsen. Beautiful left-right combinations, followed through with the elbow, just missing its mark on Pennimpede.
Well, we said in the first round we'd like to see Olsen strike more. He doesn't really kick a lot, and he doesn't use the straight punching, but geez, he needs one. An interesting exchange by both men, brought back to centre ring. $5,000 on the line here. Thank you to JPS Coatings and Easy As for your sponsorship. Good work and movement from Pennimpede there. Work, and get out. Calling for the elbow over the top is Danny Jones. From his charge, David Pennimpede, who's holding up well so far. Not quite as thick through the body as Olsen, though. It's very apparent there.
No, Pennimpede looks very, very solid down below. It's a great base for him.
Carries his weight in the lower half. Again, he's chopping that lead leg. Very square is Olsen at times.
Nice short elbows by both boys, just missing their mark.
Crossing elbows, they both sniff the armpits there, Sam. Very dangerous, particularly the one from Kim Olsen was thrown with absolutely everything on it as he goes low, works the body and follows up with a knee to the same spot. That's got to hurt.
Of course, all those, they accumulate. You know, it's just an accumulation of knees and accumulation of punches that take their toll eventually.
We talked earlier about the looping of a roundhouse kick. Olsen has that wonderful ability that long leg fighters, Thai fighters do, being able to get up and over the hip bone with the knee.
Well, he's got the height too to work with it. Oh, nice combinations there by Pennimpede.
I'd like to see Olsen work his push kick a lot more too. Pennimpede very keen to get in and unload with that right hand.
Nice uppercut there by Olsen. Just under 1 minute to go in this round.
Beautiful crossing elbow from Olsen. It's young versus old. New South Wales versus Victoria, one of the oldest.
Exactly at this distance now is where Olsen is dangerous. In range, he's nor in nor out. He's just got that perfect distance.
He nearly clipped him with the right hand on the way out.
As I was saying this before, and I said this in his previous fights against Brad Trainer, he needs to find that distance, and once again he's going to hold on to it and capitalise. 25 seconds to go in this round.
Seems very keen just to hold on, but I think he's done enough in this round, Kim Olsen, fighting from range, as Pennimpede looks to finish with some hard work on that leg of Olsen that's just starting to get a little bit of multicolour to it.
End of round number 2.
All right, Sam, there's $5 grand on the line, and I know you don't like making predictions. He's got to do something different. I think that's the obvious thing. You know, this isn't a 5-round fight. He can't grind. There are 3 minutes left. Pennimpede in the green and black. Olsen with the white gloves. Vex Tui ringside alongside multiple world champion Sam Greco. Olsen again looking to close down that space, but
Great
beautiful
takedown there by Pennimpede.
turn and takedown. Pennimpede looks stronger in the body than his frame would suggest.
It's a great start by Pennimpede this round.
Of course, any throws like this, and dominance in the grapple, the knee, it all scores very highly in traditional Thai fighting because you seem to be physically dominating your opponent. It takes a lot of strength to do this. Olsen looking for that crossing elbow off the lead left hand. He's not interested in throwing a straight right, Kim Olsen, is he? Hasn't thrown one all night.
You said this before about, you know, experience, and he's been in this ring and he's been in this predicament so many times. Obviously not with David Pennimpede, but with many other great fighters also. And, you know, tonight's no different. His timing's impeccable from in close. It's just that fast twitch fibre where it works. He does it well.
He's also very big for 79 kilos, is Kim Olsen. He's very big frame, very strong bone. Pennimpede will get bigger in time.
Oh, look, Pennipede's definitely a force to be reckoned with, especially look after the night. I'm so glad I've seen this kid. I think he's got a bright future ahead of him.
Have a look at the lead leg of Kim Olsen. There, Sam, cops another hit from Pennimpede as he lands a beautiful crossing elbow to Olsen that reminds Pennimpede to keep his hands up.
Slightly rocked Pennimpede, I think, then. I could be wrong, just from where I saw, no.
Olsen a little bit of a slip.
Nice low kick there by Pennimpede. Pennipede's just going to keep attacking that left leg. There he goes again. Olsen has to check.
It only takes one to cause a hematoma, and if Olsen can't walk, it'll get closed down quickly as they two exchange knees directly above us. Will there be an elbow on the way out? Pennimpede is trying, Sam.
40 seconds to go, as you heard it there, 40 seconds to go. This is a do or die for Pennimpede, David Pennimpede. He's going to bring the biscuits home here. Oh, there's a nice low kick there.
Chopping of that leg, Sam.
Beautiful elbow by Olsen, stepping in on the inside guard on Pennimpede.
Well, if David Pennimpede doesn't win this, Kim Olsen will remember his name for a long time.
Oh, spinning elbow, just missing its mark. 20 seconds to go.
Can Pennimpede do it? The young baby-faced assassin from New South Wales. Who gets the $5 grand? Who's the Nexus light heavyweight champion? Olsen looks to have done enough, but Pennimpede has explosive power in both hands and both feet.
Let's get it for round number 3. Make some noise, Rogan.
What a final.
What a great fight. There's a name we won't forget, David Pennimpede. Simple.
See it all night.
Number 4.
At all different levels, round 4 of 5, folks. This is the light heavyweight championship here at Nexus. The co-main event, David Pennimpede, green and black, fires off a beautiful outside leg kick to Kim Olsen. And this has been a quality showing so far, Sam Greco.
Absolutely quality on both fighters' behalves. I mean, I would never expect David Pennimpede to be here in this final, and there's no disrespect to David Pennimpede, obviously not seeing him that much at all.
We didn't know who he was.
Yeah, we didn't know who he was, but let me tell you, this is a name I won't forget, and I don't think any of the guys sitting ringside here will forget.
Olsen slips again on the sponsor's logo, but Pennimpede, as he came out of the corner, a little bit of a grimace in that, in his left rib section, and I know that's where the right knee from Olsen will be landing plenty of times. Again, Pennimpede chops the leg, but notice a lot of VAS on the leg of Olsen, designed for that kick of Pennimpede to slide off.
Yeah, indeed, and trainers are smart. This is what trainers all do. They've got specific people to work in specific areas, and obviously putting some VAS or some oil, whatever it is, on that leg can help. Beautiful right hand by Pennimpede there. Always exchanging punches.
He's managed to keep Olsen out of the grapple. Beautiful elbow twice from Olsen. He works so well on the inside, Kim Olsen, with those long levers.
Kim Olsen is, when he backs Pennimpede up against those ropes or against a turnbuckle there, seems to load up that right crossing elbow. There it is there.
To David Pennipede's credit, he's worn a couple of them, but I don't think any have landed flush. I think if one that hard from a bloke that size lands flush, it's good night.
Yeah.
Not long to go in this, our 4th of 5 rounds here at the Traralgon Sports Stadium. $5 grand on the line. Beautiful high kick from Olsen. That left leg not really showing any signs of slowing down as Pennimpede hammers it again. Really disciplined game plan there from Pennimpede, because he cops a lot often in the counter after that leg kick.
Yeah, look, Olsen again, his strength is in close, without a doubt. He's enjoyed that position most of the night. Penimpede's coming back. I actually love seeing Penimpede's close game work. It's actually quite good. He works from an angle all the time. Every time he's doing his work from an angle.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to stand in front of the man they call cool as, not with the knees and elbows as he lands another right elbow. And Pennimpede, almost a Superman elbow. They tie up directly above us, and every time it gets good just above us, Sam, they get moved away.
As long as they don't bleed on us here, we're right. Oh, beautiful combination by Pennimpede there. Beautiful uppercut, left hook, right leg, and landing. And
step up lead left elbow from Olsen and a right hand. Again leading with that front elbow, Kim Olsen. When he's just that big that he can just use his jab defensively. But it's not that fast, and Pennimpede is getting around it and getting inside. And really, we called earlier that Olsen's really good inside, which he is. It's the best we've seen tonight. Penimpede's no slouch on the inside.
Both fighters touch gloves.
This is fifth and final round.
And final round.
It is indeed Sam Greco, the light heavyweight championship here in Nexus. $5,000 on the line. David Pennimpede in the green versus Kim Olsen. Olsen starting stronger in the earlier rounds. And Pennimpede really showing maturity beyond his 18 years in the last few. Look for Olsen to do what he's got to do to get the win in this final round. Very sharp, the right knee from Pennimpede, isn't it?
Yeah, you see how, as I was saying to you before, he holds him to his side and works from the side rather than standing in front of him.
And they get pulled up again and move to centre ring. Pennimpede probably knows he's got to go, pardon the expression, but balls to the wall in this final round to get the result.
He's got to pull all stops. Pennipede's got to win this round convincingly.
Looking for a stoppage or at least an 8 count on Olsen, and he almost gets what he wants as the crossing elbows just evaded from the Victorian fighter. But Pennimpede, great strength, just throws Olsen off, push him back out at range, turns him nicely into the ropes.
This kid has gone from being an unknown to a known. Unbelievable.
Again,
me tonight.
Credit to Top Deck, Nexus, the guys behind Nexus. They pulled this bloke, and even I and yourself, two people who have been around the sport for combined 50 years, had no idea who he was, and he's a future superstar. Lead elbow, he loves that Superman elbow. I'd love to see one of them connect, just for the theatre of it all. Olsen showing why they stretched his legs between rounds. Beautiful elbow from Pennimpede. But Olsen again tying him up and being really good defensively.
It's interesting to see referee Chris Anderson separating these guys being a full tie fight. I would presume, but then again, I'm not the referee, and I presume we would let him go. You know, let them work their way out.
As you say that, he allows half a dozen knees, but it's this period here where it can get interesting in tight fights. You're not going to see elbows if you break them up when they're working like that. I'll say it, you may not want to, you alluded to it. It's a shame, because both of them on the inside are very good technicians.
Exactly right. With 45 seconds, just under 45 seconds to go in this fifth and final round.
Here we go.
The light heavyweight championship.
There you go, $5,000. Who's the best at 79 kilos in the country? Is it New South Wales Pennimpede or Victoria's Olsen? We're about to find out. There is 30 seconds to go on this one. The boys are kneeing themselves to a standstill. This has been pure class from not just these two, but from Trainer and Gilbert in the opening rounds as well. A beautiful, if I can say that, 4-man tournament for the ages, and one that everyone has stayed to watch here in Traralgon.
One of the best 4-man eliminators I've ever seen.
Right to the bell, Pennimpede fights on.
I'll applaud that fight.
The three-time world champion Sam Greco is smiling from ear to ear. That was seriously good Muay Thai from...
It was technical, taking it right up the top.
All right, we're going to go to centre ring for a decision and a winner.
Moved on to the judges' scorecards. Our three judges scored the contest: 49-46, 49-46, 50-45. Your winner by unanimous points, and the winner of $5,000 and the Nexus Light Heavyweight title, blue corner,
well, as we predicted, I made Luke Tui as we predicted. Cool as Olsen takes it out.
Kim
Well
Olsen
deserved.
he was the favourite coming into this, and rightly so. He's a multiple Australian champion, but tonight has unveiled so many things. We know that Brad Trainer can mix it with a guy the quality of Olsen. There's a rematch begging to happen, and Pennimpede versus Trainer could be a great rematch, but then also Pennimpede versus Olsen. Automatically, we got 3-4 good fights there in the division.
It does not matter. Like I said, congratulations to the NEXUS group, the NEXUS promoters, the four of the guys, and the matchmakers and everything else. I couldn't have picked a better four to fight tonight. In fact, when I looked at the card without seeing these, I would have said Kim Olsen would have won this, right? Just through her sheer experience. I would never have thought and never predicted David Pennimpede to be up there. But guess what? You know what? Surprise is a surprise, and this kid is a force to be reckoned with. I'm taking nothing away, and I'm going to keep my eye closely on this kid because I absolutely love his style and his dedication, his tenacity to get out there and mix it with the best.
Well, he could do a lot worse than being taken under the wing of the three-time world champion, Sam Greco. We are moments away from something else that you enjoy, seeing Steve Baldacchino fight.
Well, the man, Steve
I want to go very, very quick word, mate, as the night is going on. You've got an amazing record. You've got 67 fights in your career. You made the big move from beautiful Perth to beautiful and cold Melbourne. Fighting out of a great Taiji Supafight. Surely since you've been in Melbourne, it's the biggest fight to date. You're $5,000 richer. A new title around your belt. Happy days for Kim Olsen.
Oh, thanks, mate. Just first of all, I want to thank TOPDECK Promotions for having me finally get to fight in Melbourne. We've got a year now, and it's my first fight in Melbourne, so big thanks to Melbourne as well.
As a Melbourne fight fan, I would love to see you do a lot more fights in Melbourne. I hope you guys start knocking on your door, because having Kim Olsen active in Victoria is one of the best things you can hope for. Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause to your NEXUS light heavyweight champion, cool as Kim Olsen. Dave, I'll get a quick word also. Dave, you've come across to Melbourne also, to the beautiful Trejo. What a great first round. Your first round was very dominant. You came up against an experienced campaigner in Kim Olsen. It must have been an honest career of the bloke, and you fought fantastic. Obviously in the wing, but you must be still pretty happy that you fought against the bloke like Kim Olsen in the final.
Yeah, it was good. I came over here, no one expected me to even make half until I was alive, so to fight a random step in the ring against him, I'm real happy. Looking forward to it.
How old are you, Dave?
18.
So you're 18 years of age, fighting as a veteran like Kim Olsen, mate. You've got an amazing future in the sport. Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause to this young superstar of Muay Thai, Xavier.
Yeah, I just want to thank my sponsors, Team Flex, all my Khrop Khrua family, Dragon Kick family, my mum and sister for coming down, and just everyone for the support. Cheers, guys.
Grace in the pit, Xavier Pennimpede.